D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Also down below is the 3 articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can go through and read them yourself, or you can just watch this video just I break it down for you, so you can just listen to me and and I tell you what's going down. I just want to say, though, that before I get started, if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like myself usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we go ahead and get started on these 3 stories. So for my first story, it looks like Lucy Liu has been cast as a villain in Shazam 2. Now, she has been cast as Calypso. And if you remember last week, I did the story about how Helen Mirren had been cast as Hesperia. Now, there also is Rachel Ziegler. She has been cast in the movie, and they haven't said who her character is, but I think she's the 3rd sister. And I wonder if they're going to be, because Calypso in Greek mythology, they're daughters of Atlas. And Atlas is the Greek god that's holding up the earth on his shoulders and everything. And I think that this is great as far as diversity goes, because it's a diverse cast as far as the villains go. And I think, with age wise and with race, and they're all women. I'm curious to see if Atlas will make an appearance on this. He was in the comics for a hot minute. But I'm not sure if he'll make an appearance here in this movie. I mean, maybe if he does, maybe like a flashback, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with Atlas, or if he will be mentioned at all. So Calypso, this character, they're spelling with a K instead of a C, like in Greek mythology. But Calypso was in the Odyssey, and she lives on an island, and Odysseus, he goes to the island and he's hanging out and everything. But he eventually has to leave and everything. And that's Calypso's like curse or whatever. Men come to the island, but they never stay, kind of thing. So if you know Lucy Liu, she had a good run of, like she was in Charlie's Angels. Loved her in Charlie's Angels. I love Lucy Liu. She's so great. I have like the hugest crush on her. She was in Kill Bill. I love her scenes in Kill Bill. She's so great and everything. She got her start on Ally McBeal, which I love that show. I loved that show back in the 90s when I used to watch it and everything. And then the most recent role that she played on a television show was she played Watson on Elementary, which they race bent that and gender bent that. And that went on for 7 seasons. So that's good for her, because that means it gets into what's it called, where they can just play reruns? Syndication. It gets into syndication after 5 seasons and 100 episodes. Shows go into syndication, which means they have enough of a collection of episodes that they can sell them to other networks, and then those networks have to pay royalties and everything, and they have to pay money to play those episodes. And then of course actors get checks because of that. So she's always going to have a paycheck now because of Elementary. Probably, I think, because of Ally McBeal too. I think that lasted at least 5 episodes. Now, personally, I loved the first Shazam. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a really great mixture of dark, comedy, and superheroism. I really liked it a lot. It's definitely in, I would say, my top 5 DC movies. I know there's not that many and everything, but I think it ranks number 4 now. Now that the Snyder Cut has come out, but it ranks number 4 for sure. I really liked it a lot. I thought David S. Sandberg, I thought he did a great job directing. I thought the writer, I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. It was just a really good movie, in my opinion. I really liked it a lot, and it blew my mind. And I also love Greek mythology. I don't know if you are a fan of Greek mythology. I am a huge fan of Greek mythology. I used to, read it all the time when I was younger. I loved like Disney's Hercules, even though that's like loosely based on it. And then, the Percy Jackson books that came out, a little while ago. I love those, in fact, those introduced me to some stories that I hadn't heard before. And I was like, oh, I've never heard that one before. And I had to go back and look it up and everything. This also makes me wonder, as far as the gods go, the Greek gods, slash the old gods in, the DC universe, or the DCEU, because Shazam, his powers derive from certain gods like the lightning of Zeus and all that stuff, and I think he has the strength of Hercules, and all, and the wisdom of something I can't remember, Solomon. I can't remember all of them, but it'll be interesting to see if they comment on the Greek gods and what all they played a part in the DCEU, because of they played a part in the stopping of Steppenwolf slash Darkseid coming to Earth. Wonder Woman's dad is Zeus. I'm curious if Poseidon will play a part in Aquaman at all. It'll just be very interesting to see all of that. And I think this is great for Lucy Liu. Like I said, I love Lucy Liu. I think she's great. She's so hot. Did you know she is like 52 and she is looking good? She's looking fit. She's looking good. I mean, she don't look 52. I'll tell you that. She is looking good. So good for her. I wonder what I need to start doing whatever she's doing and everything. But yeah, she looks great. I'm excited for this movie. I think it's just going to be great. My whole thing is, though, I'm curious as to why the gods, I mean, obviously the gods are these three sisters, but I'm curious as to wonder why they're fury, like why they're mad, why they're so mad and everything. Because it's the fury of the gods. And I'm all like, why y'all mad? And why are you mad at Shazam? What'd he do? And everything. So that's my first story of this week. I'm quite excited about that. For my second story of this week, so Sarah Shahi is in Black Adam 2. Or in Black Adam, sorry, Black Adam 2. He is in Black Adam, and she this week she announced that she started working on the movie. They started filming and everything, but then she also announced she revealed her character's name, and the character's name is Adriana. Now, of course, this is Adriana Tomaz, which is the superhero. I cannot say the name of the superhero because it's the name of a terrorist organization. And if I say this name, my video will get flagged on YouTube. So I have to not mention it. I've done this before where I've said the name in a video and YouTube will not let me post it. So it's very sensitive. So, but I will just say this Adriana Tomaz was in DC's 52 miniseries, and I think that this is a really good character to add to this. I think that she's also going to be playing if they keep true to the comic book, she'll be playing the love interest for Black Adam, playing by Dwayne Johnson and everything. And her power set is interesting. She's magically bestowed with human strength, which will be kind of cool, speed, endurance, and wisdom. She has flight, telekinesis, and she can control over various aspects of nature. And that all has to do with her feelings. Like when she's happy, it's sunny. When she's sad, it's raining. It's all this. And there's when she's like feeling love and stuff, flowers bloom and stuff like that. It's very interesting. And I am interested to see that character brought to the big screen and to see what they do with that. Now, of course, this is not the first live action appearance of I can't say her name. She was in a show that the secrets of that character's name. This is an Egyptian goddess also. I just don't want to say the name because I don't want it to get flagged. I'm sorry, but you can look it up. It's not that hard. Just Google it. So she was also in the 10th season of Smallville, made a small appearance, and in that one, she just took over the body of Lois Lane, but she had the costume from the comic books and everything. The costume looked great. It was comic books accurate, which I always appreciate. And then, of course, it made an appearance, and I still believe is still on Legends of Tomorrow. I don't think the new season has started yet, and if it has, I missed the first episode, but and she played Zari Tomaz, and they changed it up a little bit. She's not endowed with the powers of the goddess, the Egyptian goddess. She has a totem, which it started out as an amulet, and then now it's a bracelet, I believe, and I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I watched the show. or since the last season. But I think this is good for the movie. I'm quite excited about this movie just because I love DC. I think they're taking a different approach to Black Adam with the whole anti-hero thing, which I am not a fan of. Black Adam is a bad guy, and I want to see him as a bad guy because I would like to see him in, Shazam 3 fighting alongside or fighting against Shazam and Superman. But it'll be interesting to see that. I'm just curious to how that will go down. And I'm curious to see how they play up Adriana Tomaz and her character's name in the movie. I mean, will they refer to her as, whatever? I can't say it. I'm sorry, you guys. Anyways, so good on Sarah Shahi. I'm excited to see this movie. And yeah, so that's my second story of this week. Sorry, I went on a tiny little ramble there. So for my third story of this week, Aquaman 2 has cast Pilou Asbaek. I think that's how he's in talks, but usually when you're in talks, you're going to sign on. And why wouldn't Pilou Asbaek? I think that's how you say his name. I hope I got it right. But why wouldn't he sign on? This is a great opportunity. So you may have known him from Game of Thrones. He played Euron Greyjoy in the final season, in season 8. And he was like the bad Greyjoy that had all the ships and everything and killed the one dragon. Oh, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. Of course, this is going to be directed by James Wan and starring Jason Momoa. He's coming back as Aquaman. Ooh, ooh. The question is, who is he playing in this movie? I mean, it hasn't been revealed who he's going to be playing. I'm curious to know who he's going to be playing. I'm thinking a villain of some sort, or maybe even Poseidon himself. I mean, Aquaman, that the thing about, and I mentioned it in another story, but in a previous story, but I think that the Greek gods played a big part in the DCEU, and I think that there's plenty more to discover there and to really take a look at it in depth. And I think that maybe if Poseidon is brought into Aquaman's story, that's how you connect Wonder Woman and Aquaman into this universe. And I think that that's what this universe needs, is connection. But yeah, I'm really excited for Pilou Asbaek. I think that he'll do a good job. I mean, all the stuff that he's been in, I've seen, but the only thing I really remember him from was Game of Thrones. The other stuff, it's like, yeah, I did see that, but I don't really remember him. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but I do. Good on him. I wish him nothing but the best and everything. And I cannot wait to see Aquaman 2. I'm so excited for it. You have no idea. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so friggin' good and everything. I love it. I love it. So those are my 3 stories for this week. Tell me, what did you guys think about these 3 stories? How do you feel about Lucy Liu being cast as the villain Calypso in the Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods movie? Are you excited about that? How do you feel about Lucy Liu? How do you feel about these 3 sisters? Do you think Atlas is going to show up at all? Do you think Rachel Ziegler is the third sister and the third villain? They just haven't announced it yet. How do you feel about Sarah Shahi announcing that her character's name is Adriana Tomaz, which is a character from the comic books? I mean, we all pretty much guessed it, but she confirmed it this week. And I think it's really interesting, and it'll be really interesting to see what they do there with that character in this movie. And I'm quite excited to see that. And then how do you feel about Pilou Asbaek getting in talks, but probably being cast in Aquaman 2? Do you think this is good? Who do you think he's going to play? Do you like Pilou Asbaek? Did you like him in Game of Thrones? Did you like him in anything else he was in? What was your favorite thing he was in? Are you like me and you think maybe he could be playing Poseidon? Do you like that idea? All that good stuff. You can leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind you guys. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.